Okay guys, we're back again. I think we're going to do the old bushcraft stove. I know I showed you I built one. I thought maybe now I could go into detail on exactly what it takes. I will probably be making some noise this morning because I do have a grinder. Takes air. It is noisy. I get that. So I hope I'm not going to make too much noise for you. So here again, I told you before, we used an Ellie's chili can. It was no joke. This one I can't remember what it was, but it was a some kind of a soup thing to do if you don't have cans. Need to build a stove and want to build a stove, go to the store, grab a couple of cans, and just go like that and say, hey, wow, this soup and that soup will interchange about the same length. Not quite, which is good because you got that bottom space for air. So you don't really want them the same exact height. I think a little shorter is probably a plus for you. So this one I kind of cheated a little bit and marked out a few little spots that how I'm going to do things out here. I got holes drilled out here on the top of this can. I have 4 slots to put in the bottom of this can. Again, using the grinder to cut the slots and my drill to put holes in this guy. This one here, normally what I do is I'll just take a grinder and I just grind the center piece out. I put slots in here like this, and I'll take my little cutter. You can take if you happen to have some tin snips, these work great. So you can use that too to cut if you don't have a grinder. Same with this here. If you just drill a hole somewhere in here like that and get your old tin snips in here and just start snipping around, you could do that. I just prefer using my old grinder because it is a little quicker, a little noisier, but it is quicker. So that being said, I think we'll kind of get started here on the whole program. Soup can stove. And this time I'm not going to put the slots in the bottom because it can get messy with your ash falling out. So we don't want the ash falling out. So, drill. Do I have one? I do. Okay, one drill. Walla walla. And I told you before that the, I don't know if the lighting in here is proper to see that, but these come in kits. I haven't picked this one up at Harbor Freight. They're fairly cheap. They cutting through tin like this. They cut really, really well and real easy. So, not a problem. A lot of times I'll start out with this little guy here, and then I'll go to the big guy for the bigger hole. So we'll lay them two out. Got them. Start with the small one first. So I can tighten them up proper here. Okay. So let's just do this. We'll remove our label. Kind of left it on there just to give you an idea what can to use. Of course, depending on where you're living, could be a Hunt's tomato can or who knows what, right? Well, they really glued that label on there. I've never seen it glued quite that well. Must have been the first can of the day. With that puppy, they smeared a lot of glue. Nellies, you're wasting glue. You just need a little tiny strip. So when you empty the can, the label just falls off. Okay, people? Okay, so my inside can. Inside the stove. You can see it's got holes inside there. That's to help feed the fire. So we'll do that first. We'll just zip a few holes in, okay? Where are my goggles? Whoop. There we go. See how easy that is to fix things? So simple. Okay. Now that that's done, a lot of times I will take my little grinder here and I'll grind inside those to clean that up, just to keep you from getting cut, scratched, or whatnot. I'm not going to do that right now. I've got rag and wipe that table off there. We're getting kind of messy. That's one thing you got to be careful about, is all the debris that comes out of these. You don't want to get cut. That doesn't look good. Okay, now here comes the noisy part. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little cutting with these. It'll go quick, I guarantee you. Okay, about bottom ring. I'm just going to do that. One more. How quick and easy that is, done. Just like that, inner can done. You're noisy. So that is your inside can. Just that quick and easy. Get all the crud out of the inside. But if you can see that down in the bottom, maybe you can't, but it kind of leaves a little stuff in there. I'm not really worried about that, because again, you're going to fire it. It'll burn it. Clean that right up. Okay, so that your inside can done. Outside can. This guy gets holes down at the bottom. And like I did on this one, I put a little bigger hole in it, get a little better ventilation. That's why you need the bigger drill bit. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but we're just going to do it. And actually what I do here, like I did my other can, I mark it. So I kind of just get the can, go here, there's one hole, there's two hole, there's three in between, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Got my 8 spots marked. Drill. Drill, please. As my elbow hits the camera. Sorry, camera, didn't mean to hit you. Isn't this fun? Get done with it, take it in and ask your wife, what the heck did I just make? And you know what she'll say? I don't know. I don't know what you just made. Then you gotta explain it. And then she goes, what'd you make that for? I always say because I can. And they are kind of fun. That doesn't sound good, does it? This is not the noisy part, by the way. Okay, those are done. So, with that being done, look at all that garbage inside, would you? Pretty nasty, huh? And you know, really, who cares? It's on the bottom, right? I care. I do care. Here comes some of the noisy stuff. Pretty quick. Okay, inside, here we go. Whoa, that's cool. You see that? Looks like a hamster can. Okay, I'm not done making noise here, I think. Okay, much better. Okay, let's wipe that bench off again, shall we? Here again, it's all about safety. Safety, safety, safety. And then get them off of you, because you don't want them riding along there for free. Okay, now, we're not ready for you yet, pup. This guy. Now is the time to cut the top out. And like I said earlier, we will cut here, right along that ridge inside. After I get that all cut out, then I will make my little snips, and that will bend in. And as it bends in, it takes this can, when you shove it through, it'll grip that can. So that is the beauty of this project. It just shoves in, done simple. Okay, let's cut her. And here we go again. Sorry for the noise. You don't mind, do you? Turn your volume way down. You see the precision level of that? Just about zero. If you want to get pretty, you can make it all kind of, you know, rounded. You can do that. Noisy, isn't it? So just for the sake of argument, we're going to call that just about good. Okay, I think I missed one. Okay, I think that. I'm not going to do it here, people. That's that. Okay. Enough of that noise, right? Okay, so you can use a pair of pliers, which I would recommend for you everyday people. Can't even find my pliers. That's bad. But for me, I just take my thumb and just push it in. See, like that? Just like that. Just give them a little shove in. See how that just kind of shoves them down into place. Now, if you notice, I got my ring. I don't want it all the way in. I just kind of leave them at a little bit of an angle. There's a reason for that. As you take your can and you push it through, the can will open up, letting this in. So when it settles down at the top, like here on the ridge, all the way around, it will hold your can. That keeps you from falling through. So here we go. Let's just shove this puppy in. A little hard to get started because it is kind of a tight fit. There's one side, there's the other side. Okay. Give it a little love tap. Love tap. Done. Okay, so that's it. There you go. So now we have holes on the upper ridge, blah, blah, and then we have holes on the bottom. I cleaned those up about decent enough, but you could do a little more cleaning if you'd like. That'd be totally up to you. Your stove. Your soup can stove right here, people. Free of charge. Okay, and there's my lid piece. Again, more stuff. Where's that all come from? Who is doing all that? Right? Who would be doing that? Okay, now we need a burner, people. You need a little burner plate. And I've seen guys take screws and just drill screws in there and leave them up yay high, which will hold a pot. You can do that. You don't have a tuna can. Maybe you can't cut stuff very well. or don't know how because you're not paying attention to my video. That is not my problem. I'm showing you how to do this. I'm trying to make it easy. So, bottom, good. No slots there. Tuna can. Here comes the tuna can. Here again, we need holes. Probably the bigger the better. You know what? Just for fun, and since you're watching, I'm going to drill some holes, starting with this big guy. Let's just see if we can poke some holes in that dude, okay? And I think I'm going to go like this. Here we go. That works awesome. Like I told you, cuts like butter. Going all the way through. That's okay. We can live with that. That one did too. I think one more. We'll try one more. See why you push that in there first? Because you can dent your can. We don't like dented cans. But I do have a hammer. I got a hammer. Hammer. See, you just take this little fella, you get your little hammer in there, you can just bang them right out. Again, it's got a lot of little crud in there. We can take my grinder and chop that out. But you know what, just for the sake of noise, hammer. And we got more stuff on the bench. Okay. For the sake of noise, let's just do this, huh? Let's just make it a quiet spot in here. Now this is going to be your feeder hole. Now we can either take that out, and I think I will just because I can, since this is my can, and now you don't want to cut. Why would you do that to me on film, on live film? Let's turn it upside down. Let's try that one, shall we? But it really does not want to. What do they make tuna cans out of? Titanium? What the? Seriously.